I bet you 60% of the people in the United States don't know who their next door neighbor is. In Fairbanks, you know, with the extreme cold weather and the hardships that you incur during the winter, you better know who you can call on to help, and you better be prepared to help others. That's life in the Arctic. That was what made being Borough Mayor and involved in the movement of the community so enjoyable, is because if it was something that benefited the community, they're there. My name is Bill Allen. Being Borough Mayor in 1982 to September 1985. Well, I was about 14 years old, and to be honest with you, we were living in Oklahoma, so I came home from football practice one night, and my stepfather says, guess what, Billy, we're moving to Alaska. And I said, guess what, Ray, I'm not. You know, here I'm a kid from Texas and Oklahoma, and he was transferred to Ladd Air Force Base. It was what is now Fort Wainwright, 1960. And so I go to this military school. I mean, this school, it's on a military base, and everything is about rank. So it was difficult to get into that group as a teenager. So I started associating with the kids in Fairbanks, and they've been lifelong friends. There was a core of us that business people, but more than that, friends. We were high school friends. We played sports together, and there was about 6 or 7 of us in a little group. For whatever reason, got together and said, you know, the community is not moving forward. We're just kind of in a ship, a sailboat on the sea without a rudder. We just don't have a plan, economic plan or any other kind of plan. And so this group said, well, maybe we need new leadership. We came together at a meeting, and we're going to make a decision. We're going to come out of this meeting, I don't care if it's 2 days from now, but we're going to have a candidate for Borough Mayor. And so my name came up, and I said, geez, I don't have any experience in that. And he said, the group said, well, look around, none of us do. I talked to my wife, my kids, and they said, sure, whatever you want to do, we're behind you. And that was what gave me the motivation to run, and it was the right decision at the right time. Earlier, there was some economic hardships about that time. So that was kind of our basis of our campaign, was accepting the challenge to turn these things around and think positive. We established an economic development forum, and we had economists from the university working with us. We had city leaders, and we talked about what we needed to do as a community to move the place forward. And I think that was probably the thing that I had a great deal of pride in. You know, people working together to solve an issue, people working together to kind of give the community a kick to get things rolling. My job is centered around and focused on helping other people. We started the football program. You know, there wasn't football. I had 4 boys. There's no football program. So a friend of mine by the name of Emmett Wilson, he was a great baseball player for the Gold Panthers back in the day. We got talking about kids and sports, and I said, you know, we need to get a football program going here for the kids. He says, hey, you can't play football in Fairbanks. And I said, well, I'll bet you a steak dinner that we can. And so I talked to, these names really go back, Ed Orbeck, Ken Haycraft. These guys were professional or semi-professional football players in their youth. And they helped, once the teams got organized and they were scrimmaging, and we'd go out to their practices. Well, there'd be kids lined up on the fence or wherever watching the kids play football. We were at one of our board meetings, and I said, there's something that we're missing. There are boys that want to play football that can't because of financial and I said, we got to do something about that. So we did. We set up a fund. There wasn't a football uniform in Fairbanks in 1975. And Dick McIntyre and Don McCumbee from Pay and Save, Dick owned Frontier Sporting Goods. They brought in cleats and mouth guards, the whole works. It was fun to see the community come together like that. And that's one of the things I loved about Fairbanks is these are not people that are being paid to do that kind of thing. These are warm-hearted people from Fairbanks, Alaska that care about their community and their youth. As a leader in the community, there's the word "I" should not be mentioned in terms of being a borough mayor because you can't do it by yourself. It's hard work and it takes a lot of time, a lot of tears, a lot of sweat. But in the end, you look back on it and yeah, I did my best, but I had a great team behind me. It wasn't I, it was we. So, that goes back to support what I've been saying all along is what a community. If they see something needs to be done, they get it done.